I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.875%, APR 4.05%. But choosing the right mortgage lender means choosing more than just a rate. Does calling the company with 11 J.D. Power Awards for client service matter? Does calling the company that invented Rocket Mortgage, the industry's most innovative technology, matter? If working with America's #1 online lender matters to you, call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com. Number 3030. Home isn't just a place, it's a feeling. Whether you're at home, your business, or online, ADT helps keep you safe with security systems, home automation, alarms, and surveillance, so you can feel at home wherever you are. Go to ADT.com to get that feeling. ADT, home, safe home.
And anchor Jamel Hill suspended over social media backlash.
Hill will be benched for 2 weeks by ESPN, the network announcing Monday that an offending tweet by the SportsCenter anchor is the cause for the suspension. A spokesman for ESPN calling it, quote, a second violation of our social media guidelines, end quote, in which Hill tweeted Sunday, calling on fans to boycott advertisers of the Dallas Cowboys after owner Jerry Jones told his players they would stand for the national anthem or be benched. Hill was in the middle of an ESPN firestorm just last month when the White House called for her firing for calling President Trump a white supremacist on Twitter. ESPN had a sit-down meeting with her where Hill apologized for the forum, but not the message. Matt Napolitano, Fox News.
FDA advisors will meet later this week to consider whether to recommend approval of a gene therapy aimed at improving vision for some people with hereditary blindness. It will be the first gene therapy in the U.S. for an inherited disease, the first in which a corrective gene would be given directly to a patient. Iran already reacting on word that President Trump will announce later this week that the nuclear deal made under the Obama White House will be rescinded.
Iran is threatening a crushing response if the U.S. slaps more sanctions on it. This could happen as President Trump has to recertify the nuclear accord by October 15th, and he has called that deal the worst ever and an embarrassment to the country. But the other parties to the deal say they believe it was a triumph for global diplomacy and that it is working. European diplomats have made clear they will do whatever it takes to keep that deal in place. The nuclear accord puts limits on Iran's nuclear program in exchange for the lifting of sanctions. Amy Kellogg, Fox News.
The Miami Dolphins say offensive line coach Chris Forrester apologized after video surfaced appearing to show Forrester snorting cocaine. Forrester resigned earlier today. Lisa Lacera, Fox News Radio.
I'm Brett Recamp with your Freedom 970 traffic, sponsored by TheraWorks Relief. To relieve muscle cramps in your legs and feet, use TheraWorks Relief. This fast-acting foam is clinically proven to relieve leg and foot cramps. Get TheraWorks Relief today at TheraWorksRelief.com. I-5 North getting pretty slow, headed up to the interstate through North Portland, now up to about 21 minutes. That's a 13-minute delay from the Markham Bridge up to Vancouver. Fremont Bridge southbound top deck is slow right now. Inbound Sunset slow too. Tack on 2 minutes from the zoo up to the Vista Ridge Tunnel.
We get it. We're not pizza, roses, jelly beans, football, American football, European sports cars, hybrid cars, skinny jeans, eating pants, the safety dance, or the signing of the International Cheese Treaty. We don't protect kittens, knit mittens, save the whales, or even eat snails. We don't use a dagger or have moves like Jagger. We're not gladder, madder, or sadder, but if you work for us, you need a good bladder because we ladder up to the tips and tops of roofs and blast nasties guaranteed. We are Roof Life. Our CCB number is 125208. RoofLifeOfOregon.com. This is Freedom 970. Is here. Now broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Mark Levin here. Our number 877-381-3811. 877-381-3811. You know, just going to hit this quickly. I want to get onto another matter. Maybe we'll address it in the third hour if you're interested. But these protests by the NFL players, they've lost all substance. In other words, because diversity of arguments by players, or the non-statements by players, verbal statements, and the surrogates in the media, mostly sports broadcasters, projecting on top of them what they want to project on top of these kneelers. The entire purpose of the NFL protests are ambiguous. At best, they're ambiguous. Maybe non-existent. Looks like now it's just a fight over the power of wills, right? And to me, and I think millions of you, the players are looking dumber and dumber. They did the very best they could early on. First to trash the cops, like Kaepernick. Then to pull back from that. Then when patriots concerned about what they were doing was demeaning not just the police, but also the military, and veterans, and so forth. Then the players and their surrogates reversed course and were trying to explain it as a social justice issue. But here's the thing. The vast majority of Americans don't hate their country. The vast majority of Americans know America is imperfect. But they're not social justice warriors. Even more important to the NFL, the vast majority of the people who fill those stadiums and watch their TV, watch their games, their TV on Sundays and Monday nights, Thursday nights, and virtually every other night, they're not social justice warriors. They're accountants, they're engineers, they're truck drivers, they're electricians, they're plumbers, they're mechanics, they're coal miners, on and on. They're the people who make this country great. Not the pseudo-intellectuals, not the progressive ideologues, not the Democrats, the activists, not the Antifa. Been put down by the system. But that's not what we see. We see men who have benefited enormously from the system. Of course, hard work and all that. I'm not putting that down. I'm just saying the system allows them to become multi-millionaires, live in a lap of luxury, to live in ways that I don't even want to describe in many cases. They don't live the lives of quote-unquote average Americans. They live like kings of old. Like kings of old. And they have taken that celebrity and they've abused it. There are ways to protest. There are places to protest. There's times to protest. And also, if you're really a social justice warrior, prove it. Not a weekend or a weekday, in their case, weekday warrior, or 3 weeks out of the year warrior. If you're a social justice warrior, prove it. Prove it. You can't prove it because they're not. They seem to think getting down on the knee for 30 to 60 seconds shows that they're up with the revolution, or they're up with some objection, or they're up with social justice, or whatever it is, which is almost incoherent at this point. And the public doesn't like it, and for good reason. And I thought what the Vice President did this weekend was outstanding. I don't care if it was choreographed or not. And these players getting down on the knee, that's all choreographed. They talk in advance, they decide what they're going to do. Should we stay in the tunnel? Should we put our fist in the air after the national anthem? Should we put our fist in the air while we're on the field? Should we